A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a startling development that has put Australia and New Zealand on high alert, 3 Chinese warships have been reported conducting live fire exercises in international waters between the two nations. The vessels, which include one of the most powerful ships in the Chinese Navy, prompted immediate action from air traffic controllers, who advised commercial flights to divert their routes as a precautionary measure. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese confirmed that the ships were operating outside Australia's exclusive economic zone when the drills commenced, though their presence so close to Australian waters has raised concerns among officials and analysts alike. The Chinese naval vessels were first detected last week, and their movements have been closely monitored by both Australian and New Zealand military forces. While the Chinese Navy maintains that their actions were in accordance with international law, the sudden and unannounced nature of the drills has been interpreted as a demonstration of military strength. In Beijing, a spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry characterized the exercises as far seas exercises conducted by the People's Liberation Army's Southern Theater Command. Guo Jiaquan stated that the drills were carried out safely and professionally, adhering to international standards. However, the situation escalated on Tuesday when a commercial flight from Sydney to Christchurch was directly warned by the Chinese military to avoid a specific area of airspace due to the ongoing exercises. This led to multiple airlines, including Qantas and Air New Zealand, altering their flight paths to ensure safety. Australia's Defence Minister Richard Marles expressed concern over the lack of prior notification from China regarding the military activities, emphasizing that the Australian military had not observed any live fire despite indications of such drills. The Australian government is now facing criticism from opposition figures who argue that the response to China's military maneuvers has been inadequate. Shadow Defence Minister Andrew Hastie condemned the government for not defending national interests more robustly. He remarked, "The Chinese government has built a blue water navy to project power into the Pacific region. They are now using gunboat diplomacy to test U.S. allies like Australia." Meanwhile, the Australian and International Pilots Association described the situation as an inconvenience, with Vice President Captain Steve Cornell noting that pilots frequently navigate around various obstacles, including military exercises. The incident comes on the heels of a significant diplomatic meeting between Australian Air Marshal Robert Chipman and a senior Chinese military leader, which was the first of its kind since 2019. The Chinese government had previously cancelled planned live-fire exercises to avoid disrupting these discussions, but the recent military activities suggest a lack of commitment to transparency. As the situation unfolds, both Australia and New Zealand are intensifying their monitoring efforts, with New Zealand Defence Minister Judith Collins labeling the presence of Chinese warships as a significant event. She acknowledged that while the vessels are operating within their rights under international law, their capabilities raise serious questions about regional security. Collins emphasized that geographical distance no longer guarantees safety, calling the incident a wake-up call for New Zealand to reassess its defense posture in light of increasing military activities in the region. As tensions simmer, the Australian government is expected to engage in further discussions with Chinese officials to address concerns surrounding the lack of transparency and communication regarding military exercises. The situation remains fluid, with both nations remaining vigilant in monitoring the movements of the Chinese Naval Task Force in their respective waters. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.